No tienes tiempo para acabar eso ahora.
Sí. He leído que no son buenos para la salud.
Tienes que cruzar ahora, Constantine. Solo tienes una oportunidad.
Ya sabes cuánto odio ir ahí.
El fin justifica los medios, John. Aún me faltan algunas piezas. Mira, no tienes mucho tiempo.
Eso me han dicho.
Siempre haciéndote el difícil. ¿Vas a caminar sobre el agua o no?
Muy bien, Beeman. Voy a mojarme los pies. Más vale que tengas razón. Esperaba una noche tranquila.
¿Dónde está? Ego operor non, vereor nex, ego sum procul unus per lux lucis. Ego operor non. Sí, papá Midnight. Constantín, para ti. ¿Por qué no te compras un móvil?
Dígame.
Esta vez no he esperado para llamarle, John. Así que no se queje cuando le diga que no sé nada, más que un nombre.
El Ryu.
Sí. Yo esperaba una noche tranquila.
¡Hey!
Pero no entraba en los planes.
¡Maldito sea, Constantín!
He sufrido maldiciones peores. Mucho peores.
Well, it's interesting as an actor because most of the time your agent calls and says, "Oh, we've got this audition for you," and you just go because you have to. So it's not always a question of picking and choosing what you want to do. But then occasionally something comes along and they say, "Oh, go and do this," and then you read it and you sort of immediately feel like, "Oh yeah, I understand this. I get what this is," and then those things sort of click into place. And it's rare when that happens, but it's great because everything sort of seems to, it's like a domino effect, one thing leads to another and then it just keeps on going. So, I think originally the script of this, I auditioned for it about 2.5 years ago or something, and then they didn't have the right people, the director or the actors, they didn't have everyone in place. So the whole project was shelved for a while, and then when it was reconstituted, somebody, I don't know who, remembered my audition from the first time around and said, "Come back in and read again." So I thank whoever that person was. The material just sort of seemed to come off the page, when I started to play with it a little bit, and the director was, he's extremely good and very, very good at sort of bringing out little bits as opposed to other bits and dealing with that way. So, he's a funny little guy, and I think I don't have any much objectivity to that. I mean, I think that I'm probably more like Beeman, just me, than me trying to actually do anything, So I'm sure other people think that are attracted to me as Beeman rather than me being attracted to Beeman as me. I don't know if that made any sense at all. We did a little bit of work with some of the sort of what they perceived the history of the relationship between Beeman and Constantine to be, and we did some rehearsing about how we felt about each other and based on that history, which is wonderful because, you know, that sort of stuff sometimes just adds some specificity in the scenes. But I felt, you know, it's some more question of trusting them to see whatever is there and let that be, rather than me imposing something on there which really it's got nothing to do with me, really. Not at all, no. hadn't heard about it at all, because I guess it's a British comic book, right? And I never really was much into comic books, you know, American-style comic books at all, so I didn't have any idea of the history of it. I hope that it's very, very successful and that lots and lots of people enjoy it, you know. I think it's, from the bits I've seen and being on the set, I mean, it's just stunning visually, and I think and it's kind of dark, you know. It really deals with these very dark forces, and so I hope that you know, people get something out of it, right? You know, as sort of a metaphor, a mythology. You know, there's something there that they can relate to in their lives. But I mean, I hope it does very well. Well, let's think about that one. How do I feel about that? I think it's good, you know. I think it's all good. Anything that, I mean, these video games, they're so wonderfully advanced, and the technology is so good now. And if people can sort of interact and play through being some of the characters and feel like they're, you know, become part of the film, I think that's fantastic. I think that's terrific. I'd love to have done that when I was young, you know. You know, we were lucky. I remember when Pong came out, you know, and you're just like beep, 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 and there was sort of, that was the extent. But I was fascinated to that, you know, drawn to that for hours. So all this stuff that, you know, being able to live the characters and then relate it to a film, that if you enjoyed the film and you like the characters in the film, and then you go in and sort of be that person and live that experience, I think it's fantastic.
Soy Constantine. John Constantine. Gilipollas. ¿Qué diablos? Necesito un espejo. Al menos 90 centímetros de altura. Ahora, muévete. In nomine Patris, et Filii, et Spiritus Sancti, Spirituatum. In ti hominis virtus diabolica, per impositionem manum nostrarum et per invocationem gloriae sacrae del Mariae. Una bonita sonrisa, capullo en grego. Para tu jefe. Tira de la cuerda. ¡Ahora!
No tienes tiempo para acabar eso ahora.
Sí. He leído que no son buenos para la salud.
Tienes que cruzar ahora, Constantine. Solo tienes una oportunidad.
Ya sabes cuánto odio ir ahí.
El fin justifica los medios, John. Aún me faltan algunas piezas. Mira, no tienes mucho tiempo.
Eso me han dicho.
Siempre haciéndote el difícil. ¿Vas a caminar sobre el agua o no?
Muy bien, Beeman. Voy a mojarme los pies. Más vale que tengas razón.